One of the most exciting things I found in the last year was a difference in editions between two versions of a contemporary novel, David Mitchell's Cloud Atlas. This is a very well-known text. It's won several literary awards, and people around the world assumed that they were all reading the same novel. But actually, when you compare the digital edition and the American paperback with the UK edition, there's a chapter that's been almost entirely rewritten there. And I mean, I've done work on textual scholarship before, so it's not a surprise to me that texts differ from one another and that there are reasons why this happens. But I was surprised that in such a well-known contemporary novel, nobody had really spotted this before. So I got in touch with the author, I got in touch with the publishing houses and tried to work out what had happened there. It turned out that during the editorial process, the book had been sent to two different publishing houses. One publishing house had commenced an editing process overseen by David Evershoff, who's himself a novelist, while the other publishing house put the text on hold because an editor left. The editing processes were never then synchronized back between them, which has resulted in one chapter being completely rewritten. So what I did from there was I then mapped these two editions and made a visualization of what had changed, what had been reordered. I mean, it was very difficult because it really was edited down to the last linguistic detail. Did you do it? Had been changed to, are you sure it wasn't you? This kind of change. But I worked out that often the units were functionally equivalent in what they were doing for the narrative progress. So we could get some kind of computer visualization of that. And when I published that, it caused quite a media splash because everyone had assumed that in the digital age we won't get this kind of confusion. But it just showed for me really that actually texts and the way we study them are the results of social processes. They're not just technologies of book production and publishing. There are always complex social interactions that could result in this type of version variant and corruption between editions.